Yo, what's going on, Shroomies and Shroomettes? It's your guy with the fungi, EazyBlueThumb, and we are back with another one. And in today's video, we are starting back at the basics. Uncle Ben's whole grain brown rice. I have a multi-spore syringe and a very old Agar dish we're going to try to bring to life using one of these Uncle Ben's. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, Shroomies. We got everything staged up and ready to go. Everything is prepped and ISO'd. We're going back to the basics. Haven't done this in a while, especially with some Uncle Ben, or even using the multi-spore syringe. So this would be nice. Just one final clean. Just because we're working in front of a fan filter unit doesn't mean that we want to just be lazy with our sanitary procedure. Let's go ahead and just put that on there. All right. Let's get our needle. Let's get our syringe, hole, cover. And this is our micro pore tape that we're using. Surgical paper tape. It's been a little while since I did this. Let's just give it one more shake. Shake it up right before I pressed record. So let's give it one more shake. And we're going to give about 0.5 to 0.7. So we're going to go just a little bit. We're going to go about halfway. cc. About half a cc in there. First time using the syringe, we do not need to sanitize. Go right here into this, down to the motion. Get some of this out of there. Don't want to go too crazy. First one is always, there we go. There we go. Quick and easy. Let's put this back in there. Lay it like this. And now I do have a separate needle that I'm going to use to create our gas exchange or our fresh air ports. I'm going to use a fresh needle for that. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do all of our injections first, and then I'll come back in, and then I'll make all of our whole fresh air ports. I'll do it that way. That seems like it'll be the more efficient route. For storage, we're going to lay it down. Let's get right down. Let's get Push another white down. Let's let that dry before we use it. Hopefully it works. It's been acting funny. Let's prep. Alright, injection. There we go. Prep everything beforehand. Makes the job a lot easier. Goes a lot smoother. Go. Just go halfway up the needle. And then let our needle cool down. cc. Ooh, it's a little. Might got a chunk of rice in that baby. There we go. There's a chunk of rice in that thing. I'm gonna just put this sideways just so that way it can spread out a little bit while I stage for the next one. All right, let's clean this up one more time just because we're touching everything. Clean a little area right here. Cleanliness next to godliness. We're only going halfway, guys. Cherry red. And the reason why I am ISOing everything so much is because when you guys watch, I want you guys to get into the habit of cleaning everything before you touch it and just practicing that sanitary, because you might not have a flowy, you might not have a fan unit, you may have a still air box. This is all good practice to perform in these environments. You may be performing in the corner of a kitchen like my first video. So I always just keep the alcohol spraying, because just want to keep everything clean, because it's not guaranteed that we're gonna even be able to germinate any mycelium using this Uncle Ben's and this multi-spore syringe. So that's why we're gonna inoculate a bunch of bags just so we can have a higher ratio, So let's go. Oh, we forgot to get our tape. Now, I know it's hard to see, but we can see some tiny little mushroom spores clumped together right there. And a couple clumped together right there. And there's just a few like scattered around. Rice clumped in there. You can feel it when it's clumped in there. Try to be easy and don't give a massive press. Just give firm pressure and it'll give. There we go. You can also try moving your syringe around. And that may break loose if you have any jammed rice inside your syringe needle. All right, so these are all prepped up now. I'm gonna start with our fresh air exchange ports. I'm gonna put that on some Agar to test it. I didn't test it beforehand because I wanted to, I wanted to run this like we did our original Uncle Ben's, just multi-spore syringe, some Uncle Ben's, no testing. We just got a little bit of a better setup, a lot of a better setup, but that's pretty much it. I still want to kind of just pray and hope that it'll work, get that nostalgic feeling of doing from scratch once again. All right, so right here, we're gonna pinch and pull and get it right. I'm gonna have a divider right down the middle, right here. Pinch and pull. Then we're gonna take our needle and we're gonna insert it right here into this little piece. And we're gonna hollow, round it out a bit. So that way we have a nice two-hole system with one syringe poke. More efficiency, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's wipe everything down once again. Wipe this down, even though I just did that. That was to show you guys, clean off my fingers. Let's see how this hole is. Maybe we could use half that tape. Oh, yeah, this is a fresh needle. So we're just gonna go in. And just gonna go up and down. Make the hole, stretch it out. Yeah, we'll just use half of the tape. I think we're going to do 2 on this one. The reason why I use a hot needle, which I forgot, is because it actually burns the plastic. So
we are going to burn our needle because it melts the plastic down. It makes it easier to get the hole bigger. See, be out the game so long you even forget some of your tricks. Let's go down in a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I feel more comfortable with that. Hey, if you guys want me to do more videos like this, you know, using the microphone and in front of the flow hood, I could do it this way too. I just feel like, you know, you guys want quality audio. Because when I listen to people, that's what I listen for. I listen for quality audio, you know. If the audio is not that good, I'll just turn it off, being honest. You know, maybe you miss out on some really good information, but if the audio quality is not good, then it's kind of no point. Man, that's just what I believe. So we have our method that most of you guys will be able to have first starting out. Get this nice and cherry hot so that way we can make our incision. Once again, bing, bing. Clean that up. And now we do want to kind of work a little bit fast, but like I said, we're in the front of a flow hood, so we ain't really got too much to worry about as far as like contamination. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this cool down. I'm gonna bring out my myco punch. From Metro Mushrooms, and I'm gonna clean this thing off. I'm gonna sterilize this. You can also use this with the sterile, with your coil induction. This is actually be my very first time using it, and I had this thing for a while now. I just had to get my hands on one. Let's get everything nice and red hot. It even has this little grabber claw. We're going to get that claw nice and thing. So we're just going to let that sit there. We're going to let that sit there. All right. So touch right here. Sit that right back in there. Take some punches out of here. One. Two. Three. 4. All right, gonna dump that back in there. We're gonna grab our tape. We're gonna tape this up. And you know what? Let's throw some more on there because got a bunch of curves and bends in here. The more the merrier, more secure. All right, so we got this right here. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give it a shake. We're gonna give it a nice little, get those agar pieces inside there. That slice is good enough air exchange port. It just makes sure our tape where they're connected are touching each other, so that way no air escapes and we don't get no contaminated air going inside. They could just open that up a bit. And if you want to add another port, we could add another port. Maybe I might, maybe not, we'll see. All right, let's do our next one. All right, got that set. Let's get our myco punch. And honestly, first use, I like that. That was nice and smooth because this right here, it punches it out so it doesn't get stuck in your nozzle. And then if it doesn't come out, you can still grab it. If you're making transfers, you can grab it. You know what I'm saying? I like this. You know, I was hyped to use this for a minute. I just didn't get I didn't have a chance to, you know, a lot of things going on in personal life. Haven't really got time to sit down and do this for a minute, so this feels good. We're gonna go back in here, heat this up, sanitize it, sanitize our claws too. All right. We're gonna go a bit higher on this this bag because that one was like right next to the rice, and I think I might do I want to try the corner method? Not really. I don't know if I want to do it this way. I'm probably gonna put a lot more pucks inside here. Go ahead, give it a nice little shake and bake. Get those Agar pieces in there, nice and good. You can smell the rice. It smells pretty good too. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. All right, got our Uncle Ben's and our Agar. Hopefully it works because, man, I worked really hard on this. I worked really hard on this. So hopefully it works. First time use with the myco punch. We got our Uncle Ben's. This was actually my very first time using Agar to Uncle Ben's. So I'm hyped. Hopefully this will work. I think it will. If it doesn't, we ain't gonna talk about it, but it will. So let's get it. Let's go.
All right, so we have everything packed up, put away. Let's check. Oh, goodness. So we have our 2 Agar and our 6 multi-spore syringe. We have our display window. Now, while we have these sitting in our tent, we're not going to use any light. There's no need. Just going to have it in complete darkness. But the benefit of having it inside of the tent is that we know that this area is completely sterile in here. So if we have any animals, we have carpet, we know that everything is secure in our tent. I get a lot of questions on, is a tent necessary? And no, the tent isn't necessary if you have proper setup and you know that you can completely have a sanitary environment. But if you know that you're not 100% able to keep a sanitary environment without having a tent, then yeah, of course, get a tent. It's 100% worth it, and you can use it for other things, vegetables, and even animal enclosures. I've been seeing a bunch of animal enclosures that's used as a tent. So this right here is a 2x2. spider farmer. I'm gonna go ahead, turn this light off, and we'll check on that in a couple of days. Let's get it. Let's go.